Hey there and welcome. We're about to dive into something that, well, it really touches every single one of us. How to find a sense of calm when our lives feel so busy and chaotic. We're going to unpack a simple, but honestly, an incredibly powerful truth about managing stress. And it all kicks off with one simple question. Just think about that for a second. Does life ever just feel like it's a bit too much? You know that feeling like you're juggling a dozen things at once, and you can just feel one of them is about to drop? If you're nodding along even a little bit, trust me, you are so not alone. That feeling of being pulled in a million different directions, it's pretty much universal.
And it's no wonder we feel that way, right? I mean, every single day throws its own stuff at us. You've got those big deadlines at work that just loom over you, major life decisions that feel so heavy, and then, of course, there are those completely random curveballs that life just loves to throw when you least expect it. It's a good reminder that stress isn't some kind of flaw in our lives. It's just part of the deal. The real question is, what do we do about it?
Okay, this right here, this is such a huge shift in how we think about things. A lot of us think that to find peace, we have to get rid of all the stress in our lives, which is, let's be honest, totally impossible. But the real goal isn't the absence of stress. It's about the mastery of it. It's about learning how to be the calm eye of your own personal storm, Developing that skill to navigate it all without getting swept away. So here's the bottom line. The point isn't to try and build some perfect life with no challenges. That's just not realistic. The real, achievable goal is to build up our own inner strength, our resilience, so that when those challenges do pop up, and they will, we can meet them feeling grounded and clear. It's not really about what happens to us. It's about how we choose to respond. That's what really shapes our lives. So how do we even start building that strength? Well, this isn't exactly a new problem. People have been wrestling with this stuff for thousands of years. And for some really good answers, we can actually look back to some ancient wisdom, specifically from the Stoics, who were absolute masters at understanding how the human mind works. The Stoics basically built their whole philosophy on this one fundamental idea. On one side, you've got all the outside events, the traffic jam, the weather, what other people think or do. These are the things that happen to you, and for the most part, you can't control them. But on the other side, you have your mind, your thoughts, your judgments, how you react. And that, they argued, is the one thing you have total and complete control over. The Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius summed it up perfectly. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Just let that sink in. Think about how freeing that idea is. It's not the event itself, like missing a deadline or someone's critical comment, that makes us suffer. It's our judgment about it. It's the story we tell ourselves. The source of our strength isn't out there somewhere. It's right in here.
Okay, so the philosophy makes sense, but what does that actually look like in practice? Right now, in the middle of a crazy, stressful day. Let's get practical and talk about a few simple, actionable steps you can take.
It can really be this simple. Seriously, the next time you feel that wave of stress or anxiety starting to rise, just pause. First, take one single, deep, intentional breath. This isn't just some fluffy advice, it's biology. A slow exhale actually tells your nervous system to calm down. Second, just for a moment, notice what's around you. The feel of your feet on the floor, the color of the wall, a sound in the distance. This yanks you out of the crazy story in your head and back into the present moment. And third, just ask yourself, right now, what do I actually have control over? And this is the other half of the puzzle, and it's absolutely essential. Once you've figured out what you can control, your next small action, your attitude, your breathing, you have to consciously decide to let go of everything you can't. You can't control the past. You can't control what someone else is going to do. Releasing your grip on those things isn't giving up. It's an act of incredible strength. It's so liberating. And hey, beyond that in-the-moment rescue, building this mental muscle gets easier with other simple practices. This could look like a formal meditation to train your focus. It could be taking a few minutes to journal and reflect at the end of the day to get some perspective. Or it could just be finding a few quiet moments to just sit and be without any pressure. All of these things help reset your mind and recharge your spirit. This all brings us to one final and really crucial idea. Finding your calm isn't a one-time project. It's not like you arrive at some destination and then you're just good forever.
It's an ongoing journey. It's all about building the skill of resilience over time. Let's really let that one land for a second. We're not trying to get to a place called calm where we'll live happily ever after. We are simply committing to the practice of coming back to a state of calm again and again. Some days are going to be way easier than others. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is just to keep practicing. And this is where the amazing part happens. It's kind of like exercise for your brain. Every time you choose to take that deep breath instead of just reacting, you're doing a rep. Each one of those mindful actions builds up a little more resilience. Every pause you take makes your thinking a little clearer. It all adds up, it compounds over time until your go-to response to chaos starts to become one of centeredness. So the big takeaway is this: stress might always be a visitor in your life, but it doesn't have to move in and live there permanently. You absolutely have the power inside you to navigate challenges, to stay centered, grounded, and resilient, no matter what life decides to throw at you. You are the one in charge of your inner world. And so I'll leave you with this last thought. This isn't about making some huge, dramatic change overnight. It's about the small moments, the single conscious breath, the one moment you choose to pause. So what's one small thing you can do? How will you practice calm today?